Now let me test everything to make sure it's on. Let me test the microphone. Okay. Okay. The speakers are on. The microphone is on. I am on. I hope I'm on. Can y'all see me? I know I'm late. I know I'm late. Sit up here looking like a zebra. Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? What's up? Hey squad. Sorry I'm late. Sorry I'm late. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Like and share as you come in, please. And thank you. Shout out to my friends in the chat. All my squad is in here. Look, Joshua Grace was in here first. What you say? I believe Nene is recruiting guests that are controversial to gain the click and the view. Oh, child, we gonna get there in a minute. Hey, my mods in the building. Hey, Princess AG, what's up, Miss Kiki? I see y'all. I see y'all. Hey, come on in, Zaleen. Okay, these people in the green, these are our channel sponsors. You could be a channel sponsor too. Only thing I do is join. Shout out to all my new subbies. Okay, I finally hit 123,000 subscribers. Shout out to all of y'all. That was like 2,000 more than last time because I think I was at 121. I don't be paying attention. I think the Simon video may have got some of y'all over here. But welcome. If you're just getting here, welcome. What took y'all so long? I know it's a whole bunch of y'all be watching and ain't subscribed, but that's okay. That's okay. But I would appreciate it if you subscribe. Okay. If you are not subscribed, you should subscribe. Then you'll be able to participate in this live chat right here because I'm doing subscribers only chats from here on out. Shout out to Marquell. Hey, Marquell. Hey, friend. But welcome. Yes, thank you so much. Popping bottles, popping bottles. Okay. Mama Brown is doing well. We all doing well. Pink hearts in the chat for everybody who is going through that big cancer journey. Okay. F cancer. We are beating it. We are all survivors, caretakers, friends, families, loved ones, daughters, sons, mothers, fathers, uncles, aunts, everybody. We are all survivors because I'm sure it has touched everybody in some way, some form, or some fashion. And so, my mama's doing pretty good. I'm kind of mad at her though, because she was supposed to come home with me this week and she didn't want to. You said I look fresh? I don't know. I need to freshen up my braid. I'm about to go get my braids freshened up. I meant to do it today. I meant to do it today, but I wouldn't wake up. I wouldn't wake up. So those of you who follow me on Instagram, Instagram.com, I am ATLien will know I was on my little road trip yesterday. I drove from Memphis back to Atlanta. I had been there for 4 days. And I drove my EV, okay, which was a journey in itself because you gotta stop and charge and stop and charge and stop and charge. I only had to stop 2 times, but because of my anxiety, I had to stop 3 because I was like, I can't make it. I know I ain't gonna be able to make it, Lord. So I stopped one extra time to make sure I can make it to the stop between the stops. Okay. But yeah, it was a fun little excursion. It's fun to drive the car. Okay. I have a Porsche Taycan. I've had it for like a year and a half. I don't drive it much, but it's amazing. I love it. Okay. Shout out to Porsche. Porsche. Okay. Don't make me call Porsche the vehicle. But yeah, you said the stops aren't bad. I got all the snacks, child. I think I probably gained about 4, 5 pounds because I was eating all the snacks. I got the Bucky snacks. I got the pickle snacks from the pilot. I love me a good prickle. Okay, I'm a look. I'm a hood rat. Okay, I love me a good prickle. Okay, got me a pickle, one of them big thick pickles. I had got my energy drink, so I wasn't tired. I was listening to my music, but basically my friends talked me in the whole way, child. It got to the point I was like, stop calling me. I'm trying to listen to my music. But road trips are amazing. You get to think and all of that. Actually, it wasn't that bad. It's normally 5 hours if I'm in a gas guzzler if I drive my gas car. But since I had to stop 3 times, it was like a little closer to 6. It was 5 hours and 57 minutes. Okay, so it was a good little ride. Okay, so shout out to all my squad who I went live a little bit, but I can go live when I'm driving because I be nervous. Okay. But yeah, I had a good old time. I don't be wanting to be stopped by the police because I be speeding and I had to concentrate. Anyway, you said Bucky's has good barbecue. So I like the barbecue sandwiches, but this time I tried something different. I know everybody always get the brisket. Okay. This time I tried a wrap. This is a whole fat girl conversation. I tried it was a cheesesteak wrap. OMG. It was wrapped in a little flour tortilla and it had the steak in it and it had green pepper and onions and it was cheese. It had a lot of cheese in it and it was warm. And when you bit in it, it was all cheesy with the meat. Oh my God. It was so good. Yes, all them sandwiches are expensive. You be spending $15 for a sandwich. Okay. But yeah, it was really good. I got that. And of course, I filled up on my snacks. I love like normally I don't eat a lot of sweets, but lately I've been liking the sour balls from Bucky's. They got the cherry balls and they had a watermelon balls. If you just need something, you got an oral fixation, you just need something in your mouth. Oh, that sounds so dirty. You get you some watermelon balls. Okay, them watermelon balls are good. And the cherry balls are good. Okay. And what else I had got? I probably spent like $100 in Bucky's on snacks. And my friend, shout out to Sidney Chambers. Sidney had called me. We was talking about something, and he was like, "You must have been hungry," because I was like, "Yeah, I had got this sandwich, and I had got these chips, and I had got this, and I had got these some candy, and I had got this energy drink." Yeah, Yup. You said you need to quit vaping. Yes, Chuck, get you some of them sour candies. They are really good. Okay. But as y'all come in, go ahead and like this video. We got a lot to talk about. I promise you this is going to be a very good show. You see the topics, but I'll go over them in just a minute. But before we get started, I gotta introduce myself. I am ATLien. Okay, get ready.
Get ready, because you about to be an ATLien.
That's her being a blogger.
More than a blogger.
That's her being a blogger. You are more than a blogger.
I am more than
That's her being a blogger.
all of is my son.
Okay, that shit is
I am more than a blogger.
The blog goddess, the blog goddess, the blog goddess, the Shereé here.
Yeah.
The blog goddess, the blog goddess, the blog goddess, the Shereé here.
Yeah.
Say Autumn is her son.
Yes.
Autumn
It's her son. Yes.
Say Autumn
It's her son. Yes.
Say Autumn is her son.
Like for real.
The blog goddess, 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 the Shereé here.
Yeah.
Autumn is her son.
Like for real.
Like for real. Damn. Okay. What else today's topics. We got a good lineup today, honey. I got Erica Mena, whatever her name is, Meanie Erica. She was on the Nene Leakes Show, child. Oh, I got some reads for her, honey. I have Jason Lee. All these bitches are my sons. Jason Lee, the blogger who ran for Vice Mayor of Stockton, is in a bit of a pickle. We should talk about that. I put Loni Love and Tamar because y'all told me to, but I haven't even watched it yet. So maybe we can watch it together. And then I have a little bit of Real Housewives of Atlanta season 17 tea that you may or may not have heard yet. I spilled it to my Patreon members earlier today, and I'll spill it to y'all right now. But before we get started, he said, speaking of pickles, yes, he's in a pickle, child. Before we get started, child, who should I start with? I think I'm gonna start with Jason Lee first because I don't never talk about him. I don't never talk about him because he one of them people. He called me a monkey before. Speaking of monkeys, since Erica was calling people monkeys, and Jason Lee had called me a monkey, just like Armand Wiggins had called me a monkey, just like T.S. Madison calls me a gorilla. It's like all these anti-black rhetorics get thrown around so much by all these people who claim to be superstars and internet personalities and so woke and all of that. And so when you see these controversial topics come up, I'm like, all of this kind of running together. Like Jason Lee in trouble, Erica Mena in trouble, all the colorists are in trouble. Okay, where is colorist Claudia? Is she in trouble too? But anyway, I'm digressing. Jason Lee, You may know him as Jason. I think Tasha K called him Jason P. But you may know him from Bigo. You may know him from TikTok. You may know him from Instagram. You may know him from Hollywood Unlocked. Okay. He apparently has gone viral today. He is being accused of mismanaging funds in his role of Vice Mayor of Stockton, California. So apparently he had run for office and people actually voted for him. I wonder, like, who he had paid, how he had got it. I don't understand, but it ain't for me to understand. His path is his path, and maybe this was the way that people teach him a lesson, I guess. But apparently, he's being accused of mismanaging about $50,000 in Stockton. Hold on, I'm just gonna pull up the damn. Hold on. I'm gonna pull it up, honey. Jason said it's a witch hunt. Look. Here it is right here. He all on the news. Child. I mean, if Trump can do it, Jason Lee can do it too. Look at it. Why he put on a little suit. He put on a little suit and everything. Let me see which one should I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna pull up this one because this one was first. Hold on, let's see.
Meanwhile,
y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer in Section 107 of the Copyright Act. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and all of that jazz. What are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? We are researching. Put myself up here somewhere. I'm over the man's face though. Oh well. Sorry, man. I'm just gonna be over your face. Now let's listen.
Stockton Vice Mayor Jason Lee is speaking out. It comes in response to a controversy over city funds being used for a recent Wild 'N Out show.
He says everything was handled properly and in line with city policies.
Not for the Wild 'N Out. Why he had to get the money for the Wild 'N Out? I don't understand. Don't Nick Cannon got some money? Don't Viacom or whoever owns Wild 'N Out now? Don't they have some money? Why Jason Lee had to get $50,000 to pay for it?
But as ABC 10's Austin Castro reports, the state attorney general may soon get involved in the investigation.
When I saw the state attorney general, ooh, it sounds like look, he might be in jail with Diddy. Well, he in LA though. Let's listen.
When I saw the weaponization of Wild 'N Out in the press, I was
y'all. Not Jason Lee sit up there looking like Ernie and Bert talk about the weaponization of Wild 'N Out. The jokes write themselves. Not Jason Lee that turned in his Balenciaga from one of them men's warehouse suits. Not Jason Lee sitting up here with this little towel. Not Jason Lee. Where's the designer? Where's the Gucci? Okay, hold on. Let me listen.
Extremely concerned, but it didn't shock me because the politically motivated attacks that have been happening over the last 6 months since this interim city manager has been here has been extremely concerning.
Stockton. Oh, so they got a new city manager. The new city manager is calling the shots and saying, we don't do it that way. Okay, that's what the city manager saying. Jason Lee is apparently in his feelings because he been called out because the money came up missing, $50,000 to be exact.
Vice Mayor Jason Lee on Wednesday defending he did nothing wrong and was not involved in the decision to use city money to save a comedy show, Wild 'N Out at Adventist Health Arena, a show that Lee helped bring to Stockton and he also performed in emails.
Not you get the money for the show to come to Stockton and you are in the show. It's all kind of wrongs in this. Like what is, I don't know. It seems like I don't know. Let me see what the email say. This email originated from outside the city of Stockton. Do not click whatever. What the email has said. It said, thank you, Tina. Let's see what they
obtained by ABC 10. Arena officials warned city staff members that promoters of the show were considering canceling the May event because of low ticket sales a day before the show was set to happen. That's when someone at City Hall made the decision to use $50,000 from the city's risk mitigation fund to save the show. Lee says he was not
you gonna use the money to save the show. $50,000. Get them people their money back and send the show on this way. If nobody's buying tickets, that means nobody wanted to see it. Why are you gonna get some more money to put the show on if nobody's buying no tickets?
Involved in those conversations, and everything was done according to current city policies.
Says the request should have gone to the city manager. It doesn't say the policy requires it to go to the city manager.
That sounds like word salad to me. He said that the request should have, but it didn't. he said it didn't say it was required to go to the city manager. Now the city manager was like, it was supposed to come to me. He was like, no, it said should. It didn't say must. Okay. Jason, this ain't blog world over here. This is politics, Jason. You can't just be taking them people $50,000 and think they not gonna miss it.
Requires it to go to the city manager.
This week, Stockton's interim city manager launched an internal investigation into the money spent on the event, but Lee, as well as council member Mario Enriquez, say they did nothing wrong and they want the Attorney General's office.
Now look, you see, I'm gonna be real shady. Hold on, let me move my face because you got to see Mario Enriquez. Okay, Mario Enriquez and Jason. Look at the two Mexicans. Remember, Jason used to say on Jason. Jason used to say on Twitter that he was Italian. Then he used to tell people he was Hispanic. And then when he started getting clicks and views from, the blacks over there on the blogs, then he's biracial and he's black. So, I mean, while he's the vice mayor of Stockton, I guess now he's Hispanic because now he got Mr. Enriquez speaking for him. This is interesting.
Step in, improve.
If he was black and he took $50,000, he would be in jail. He wouldn't be up here at the podium speaking on his behalf. Like, I don't think so, Jason. If you black, you would be in jail for this $50,000.
Enriquez say they did nothing wrong and they want the Attorney General's office to step in and prove that.
This sudden controversy that came out of nowhere is nothing more than a distraction from the real scandal that's happening in the building behind me.
Lee is calling this investigation a conspiracy and pointed the finger back at interim city manager Steve Colangelo, accused.
Now, how you gonna point the finger at somebody who just doing their job? Exactly, just for Charlene, it's a conflict of interest. First of all, you work for Wildin' Out. You was on the Wildin' Out show, and you took money from the city to pay for the Wildin' Out, and some of that money went back in your pockets. Like, what? I don't understand.
Accusing him of violating the Brown Act and retaliation.
I will be making a motion directing the city attorney to refer this matter to the California Attorney General's office, because transparency is important, ethics is important.
In Stockton, Austin Castro, ABC 10.
He said, Jason not black no more. Well, he is not black no more. Okay, let me go look. I had first seen it on Instagram earlier today. Was it yesterday? Hold on. It's on site. And they had posted this. Let me see if they had deleted it. Let me see. Because I was like, not Jason taking the $50,000. Here it is right here. They was dragging up under this post. Hold on, we're gonna look. We love the blogs, honey. It said, because who wouldn't use city money to book themselves a gig? Because who wouldn't do that? Would you do it if you was vice mayor? Wouldn't you book yourself a gig and cut yourself a check for $50,000? That was probably Jason's fee, was $50,000. I want to see the receipts. I want the attorney general to go through the bank accounts. I need to know, because like y'all said, he ain't black no more. Okay, if he was black, he'd be in jail by now. Because let me see. It says Jason Lee, vice manager of Stockton and media personality, is under fire after allegedly using $50,000 in city funds to cover a Wildin' Out event he was featured in. The city says the money came from a risk mitigation fund to prevent cancellation, but the interim city mayor claims he never signed off on the payout. Lee said it was all done to boost community morale and attract future events. But critics say he used the city cash for self-promo. Child, what this news? Is this a different news coverage? Let me see. I'm interested now. Sure.
Breaking news late today, the interim city manager in Stockton announced an investigation. It's all about the use of $50,000 in the city.
Jason, why you take these people money? I bet he took it to pay his taxes or something, because we're independent contractors. We had to pay all our taxes in one lump sum. Jason, what happened?
Risk mitigation fund. The money was used in connection to a recent Wildin' Out event, allegedly without the city manager's approval or knowledge. The city is now investigating.
Thank you. Copyright disclaimer on Section 107 of the Copyright Act and allowance made for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Look, they got him down there looking like Bird again.
Exactly how that money was authorized and who was involved. So stay with ABC 10 for updates. And we start tonight with.
Okay, well, there's that. What the people saying? Wait a minute, he's Stockton vice mayor. Where the fuck I been? Somebody else said mayors use money all the time to boost the city economy and attract visitors. So it seems like it's a problem because of who he is. Here go the people. Here come the fans. The city must be in bad shape if they elected that clown as vice mayor. Somebody else said, will he be posting this on his own blog? Probably not. Somebody said if he's doing it for community events and is getting the intended result, there's absolutely no issue with this. Leave that man alone. Okay. Look, Jason got people who got his back. Somebody else said, when did Jason become vice mayor? Not y'all talking about the black people. Look at Mr. Ray with the Nene gift. Not y'all talking about the black people. Now he black this week, but when he was on Twitter, I told you he was Italian. He was everything but black. Okay, and remember he loved using the coon word. He used coon like everybody use other words. He used coon and the N word a lot. And for somebody who is biracial, we don't want to hear you say that no more. I just said it to Colorist Claudia and I said it to Jason Lee, but nobody be paying attention to me. But I'm digressing, okay? Jason, don't be calling nobody no monkeys no more. Now that you in office, okay? I got you on video calling me a monkey. You, Armand, Junkie Dineva, and T.S. Manhands. Y'all was on Clubhouse. I don't forget, okay? Everybody talk about Michelle Holmgren. No, Michelle is a blogger, and Michelle keep receipts, so if the people in Stockton, if the attorney general, if any of his opponents need video footage of him calling black women monkeys, y'all let me know. I'll send it right over there to you. Okay. All right. Moving on. Like this video. Right. You said it nonetheless. Exactly. Isn't Jason one of the ones that Fly said? Oh, I don't know. That's what they had said, child. That's what they just said. They said he was a color. They say, he hang around Colorist Claudia, so I wouldn't put nothing past him. Anyway, let's get off Jason. I don't care about him no more. Like this video. Let's move on to another colorist. Who is the next colorist on my agenda? Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Where is my thing? Okay. We have colorist Claudia Jordan. Y'all kept tagging me in some video, and I didn't save it because I don't really care to watch her. But y'all keep tagging me in some video of colorist Claudia Jordan saying that she has spoken to some executives and she knows firsthand that Nene Leakes is coming back. And I'm like, girl, like, why is you lying? Why do you feel like you need to use Nene Leakes' name to go viral? If you notice, colorist Claudia ain't got no business of her own. She used to be somewhat of a Z-list celebrity, but now she wants to be a blogger. So instead of people talking about her, she talks about everybody else. And remember when colorist Claudia used to drag me, talking about I was sitting online all day talking about other people? Now look how the tables have turned. Look how the checks have dried up, and you want to sit online and talk about people all day too. Look at that. But anyway, I'm digressing. So apparently colorist Claudia went and, and the blog picked it up and it was like reposting and stuff and saying that Nene was coming back. And I know firsthand, and I'm going to tell y'all, and I hate to tell y'all this because, my heart breaks because I want Nene back. I know a lot of people like, the show, she don't need to go back to the show because, for what they did, she don't need to help them. And I'm prone to agree. But as a fan of the show, I don't think the Real Housewives of Atlanta will ever be great again without Nene Leakes at least coming on to end her story. Okay. But unfortunately, it won't be for season 17. I don't know who y'all be listening to. I don't know what blogs be lying to y'all. I don't know, but it's been on the blogs. Colorist Claudia been it ain't happening. I'm sorry, not season 17. Okay, I know for a fact Kenya got fired. I know for a fact they were looking for 2 new people, but apparently Nene Leakes is not one of them. Now, for the people who want to know who is coming, who does have a peach, okay? As far as the ladies who are currently on the cast, I cannot confirm or deny who got asked back and who didn't. I don't know yet. Okay, I do know that Portia's back. I do know that Phaedra is here for season 17. I know that Drew wants to be, but I heard she was on the chopping block. But anybody else, I don't know that they gotten their contracts yet. But people say they have. If the people say it must be true. But the two new people that would be replacing Britt and will be replacing Kenya, I know for a fact one of them is, drum roll please, put it in the chat. I know for a fact, it's Shereé Whitfield. And guess who told y'all that months ago? Me, okay? Shereé Whitfield has signed her contract and she will be on as a peach holding housewife. She is definitely coming back. Also, guess who else coming, child? I don't even care to even mention her. Child, guess who else, child? Yes, who gonna check me, boo, honey? She gonna be at BravoCon and everything. I told y'all that. Remember, we was like speculating. I was like, she gonna be on BravoCon. She coming back because they wanted her back season 16 because of her connection to Charles. And if you notice, Andy brought her name up during the reunion. So Shereé will definitely be back. And look at Ashley. Ashley, you must be on my Patreon because I said it. Wig, unfortunately, wig, KKK Kim. But she, as far as I know, she won't be a peach holder. I'm thinking that KKK Kim will be back in a friend capacity. I don't know if she'll be taking Cynthia's place or if Cynthia will be back in the friend capacity as well. But Cynthia looked like she was over it last year. Cynthia looked so tired. Cynthia like, I just want to go act on Tubi movies and sit at home and sell my candles and drink tea. That's all Cynthia want to do. Cynthia didn't want to be bothered with them women, but but yeah, KKK Kim. But they was gonna save KKK Kim. Even Nene Leakes said it that they was gonna save the Caucasian. Now I would be remiss if I didn't remember show you exactly the last time KKK Kim was on this show. Hold on. And what she said about these women. Hold on, where is it? Here, right here. I play this every single time. I have to remind y'all every single time. This on my old channel too. Look at this. Kim Zolciak feels that racism didn't exist before social media. And y'all gonna bring her back to a show filled with Black women. Y'all gonna bring her back after she said that there is no racism. Y'all gonna bring her back after she said you will never find a white woman dumb enough to sit with these Black women. That right there is a slap in the face, especially to Nene Leakes, who brought everything to our attention. Well, she didn't bring it to my attention, but I've been knew that KKK Kim was racist, especially after they NBC Universal, allegedly cut the check to Nene Leakes. Especially after all that, you're gonna bring KKK Kim back before you bring Nene Leakes back. I don't like it. Now listen to this. Now I'm gonna play a little bit of it. Hold on.
Yes.
Kim had went in the bathroom after she had got read by Nene. Hold on. And she was so hurt that this is what she was saying to Andy.
I'm enough to do that. Shereé, I'm so upset with you.
Let me go back a little bit. Hold on.
To do that.
Yeah. Just say stop.
Bitch knows I'm not racist. Nene knows I'm not racist. You know what? You have not found another white woman to sit on that mother because nobody's dumb enough to do that.
Did y'all not hear that? You know why you'll never find another white woman to sit on that couch? Because no one's dumb enough to do that. She said it, okay? Racist. Okay, hold on.
Shereé, I'm so upset with you.
And then Shereé came in with her dumb ass. And that's why, Shereé need to check too. I ain't even mad. But Shereé comes in being step and fetch it. And here come Kim with her white tears blaming Shereé. And now here we are, whatever season this was. Now we're going to be back on season 17. And Shereé bringing KKK Kim back.
It's like I just didn't feel like you stuck up for me or helped me with them ganging up on me.
I don't want you to feel like that. I definitely don't want you to feel like that.
I did have.
Shereé, they were ganging up on me and you didn't help me. You were supposed to have my back.
Portia stuck up for me. I just didn't feel like you were really sticking up.
I was trying to grab Kenya, telling her to stop, because she was really going at your kids. She wouldn't stop.
And I don't know if I expected you to just put
I cut it off even before you got out there. I'm not here to fight nobody's battle. But Nene has everybody around. I honestly, that was horrible.
And of course, they were blaming Nene for everything, child.
Like, put yourself in my shoes. 5 African American women just hammered. I couldn't even speak.
Put yourself in my shoes. Put yourself in my shoes. 5 African American women just hammering. This is what she's telling Andy. Like, what, you supposed to be inferior in your life because 5 African American women? Like, if they were white women, you would be safer. Like, are you serious? Put yourself in my shoes, Andy.
Like, put yourself in my shoes. 5 African American women just hammer. Like, I couldn't even speak. Like, my mind's a whirlwind.
And look at KKK Croy. Look.
This whole racism thing in this day and age is bullshit.
Not the racism is bull. Oh, child.
Like, every one of those motherfuckers on that couch owe this world a apology for this.
Oh, so Kim was demanding an apology for everybody else for her racism. Remember, this was the season she was claiming that Nene had roaches. This was that season. Y'all remember that? And you, all the little overt things she was saying. No.
They already tried to claim that long ago, Shereé, as you know. Nobody really bought into it because the social media wasn't there and racism wasn't all that real.
And Shereé sitting up there letting her say it.
Right here is when Shereé should have said something.
And you know what?
What would you like me to have done?
There wasn't a positive question. Like, I have a
okay, but anyway, I'm not gonna play the whole thing. You can go watch it. It's on my channel. It's called Kim Zolciak Feels Racism Didn't Exist Before Social Media, and we all know it did, and it still does. It's very prevalent even on Bravo. Okay, and so yeah, I am really upset that KKK Kim is coming back. Anyway, moving on. Like this video. I know a lot of y'all was asking me about K What's Her Face and Pinky Cole. Listen, I won't put nothing. Listen, y'all say it's true. It's true. I won't put nothing past nobody, but I don't believe it. Okay, I don't believe that K What's Her Face is joining, and I don't. And maybe Pinky Cole, because Pinky Cole has some Atlanta ties, but I really don't believe that Pinky would jeopardize her business as well, because once you get on Bravo, you have to give them a percentage of your show to be. I mean, your businesses to be promoted on the show, and I don't think that she would do that, but maybe she need the money, who knows. Anyway, like this video. I'm getting you worked up. I'm already worked up, friend. I'm already mad. Y'all talk about boycott. That's what it's going. You gonna boycott season 17. We was trying to boycott. Hell, y'all boycotted season 16. Did y'all see them ratings? Wasn't nobody watching season 16, but I tried. You said Carly Red. You heard Carly Red, child. You heard Carly Red. I heard Rashida, Carly Red, Bambi, Shekinah Joe, Tiny. All of them gonna be on it. Toya, Tiny, Shekinah Joe, Carly Red, Yandy. Yeah, they are all in the lineup for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I can't wait to see the Real Housewives of Love and Hip Hop on next season. Anyway, moving on. Like this video. Oh Lord, I done messed up my thing back there. Y'all see my Apple TV. Hold on. Like this video, please, and thank you. And yeah, but I was going in on Colorist Claudia because I was like, why y'all let her lie like that? Why did y'all let her lie to the people about Nene Leakes? It's like Colorist Claudia is always trying to use somebody else's name to go viral because nobody cares about her. Like just the other day, she was talking about Karuchi and Deion Sanders and saying how her friend Tracy Edmonds said this, that, and the third. It's like, girl, shut up. Like what? Like, girl, go away. Go play with your cats. Okay, we don't want to hear nothing you got to say. Over here cosplaying as a black woman. Anyway, Colorist Claudia called people monkeys and apes too, since that's the thing for the night. Jason Lee calls people monkeys and apes. Colorist Claudia calls people monkeys and apes. Erica Mena calls people monkeys and apes. Who's next? Okay, who is next? Okay, moving on. Like this video. We're gonna get on Erica Mena in just a minute, but before we do that, we got to get into this Loni Love and Tamar situation, because you remember Tamar was on the Nene Leakes Show, and Tamar was referred to Loni Love as Big Back Cadillac. Y'all remember that? Hold on, I'm gonna refresh your memory in just a second. Let me refresh your memory. Tamar. I don't know. Y'all remember this right here? I'm gonna play this one. Hold on. Y'all remember this?
Jenny Ma, and I'm assuming she casted Big Bad Cadillac.
Yeah. Okay. So Big Bad Cadillac.
Yeah, y'all remember when she called her? I like the baby videos.
I mean, not Big Bad Cadillac. Big Bad Cadillac. I said it wrong. I mean, so we're talking about Loni. I've actually done a lot of work with Loni.
Why did TJ do Loni Love like that as a Muppet? That was so wrong. And thank you, Christine, for your generous donation. I appreciate you, friend. Love you.
I mean, I recently did the Oscars with Loni. So I also had
she had kitten heels on.
I had ladies.
Did she have kitten heels on?
I can't remember, but I did Ladies Night Out in comedy, and she was on that show as well.
Was she easy to work with?
I just hosted.
Look at why they got Nene eyebrows like that.
And Greg kind of like helped, you know. Yeah,
she wanted to go on last.
She went on last. Yeah, she closed the show, if I make no mistake. She did close the show. I actually hosted the show, so I went in between every artist, you know, as the host. I brought each artist to the stage. So, like working on Housewives, when I'm working with all of these different personalities, we don't always get along. How was it with the rest of the girls over at The Real?
So shout out to TJ Lovelady. He is the curator of a lot of the baby videos, and I learned how to do my own baby videos too. I be making baby videos of myself. I just be having me a good old time. But yeah, so after Tamar referred to Loni Love as Big Bad Cadillac, of course, you know, Loni was feeling the ways. She was in her feelings. She didn't like it. And so she was recently on Watch What Happens Live, and she spoke about it. Hold on, we're going to look it up. Watch What Happens Live. Like this video, please, and thank you. Like this video. Now, y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. What are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? We are researching. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm glad y'all be paying attention. Hopefully, Bravo is. Okay. So let's research this and see what she said about Tamar. Hold on. I gotta put myself in the video. Okay, like that.
Adriana, why do you think the other girls were more upset about the text messages than Julia throwing a drink in Gertie's face?
Oh,
that's a good question. But I mean, in my equation, that's not the same. But some people, I guess,
don't care about her.
I don't know.
Whatever she's
Loni,
saying.
want to hear the number one question for you?
Oh, what is it?
Denzel M said, do you accept Tamar's public apology towards you? And are you interested in having a conversation with her to bury the beef?
I have no beef. That's what I want people to understand. There is
It's a
no
one-sided
beef. Yeah,
thing.
it's like, you know, and my thing is, you know what, when all that went down, y'all, I was in Iceland. I didn't know what was going on.
Okay.
You know, and so I didn't know anything. And then I got all this information and I'm like, you know what? People wanted me to respond. I'm like, I never respond. Andrew, you know me. I never respond to this.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I heard she was upset though. I did hear she was upset. You might not respond publicly, but you did not like that Tamar called you Big Bad Cadillac.
Oh, Andrew, I use my platform to entertain, inform, and inspire, not to do beefs. If I was on your show though, I would, because I'd be like, oh, can we cast her?
So, you know, that's what she said. And then she said some other things that people wanted me to look at. Let me see what Loni said. Loni sounds off on and we don't care about that. Loni, I don't care about that. Loni. Okay, whatever. Okay, so shout out to Loni Love, and she says she forgives. She doesn't have any beef with Tamar, and yeah. So you know, Tamar don't be calling people Big Bad Cadillac, and you won't have to worry about them having beefs with you. Okay. Now, next up on the agenda, we have Erica Mena. Okay. For those of you who don't know who Erica Mena is, she used to be on Love and Hip Hop, and she was unceremoniously fired for using what many feel and what I feel as well was a racial slur against one of her castmates. Now, since that time, they say she done moved past it. She went on the Nene Leakes Show and discussed it, and now people are bringing it all up again. Now, I have to refresh your memory on exactly what it is that caused people to have a fit about it. Hold on. Let's look at the original insult, and then we're gonna go to the Nene Leakes Show, and we're gonna, break down this whole situation. Okay. Like this video as y'all get in here, please, and thank you. So this is the original insult. She called a black woman a blue monkey. Okay. And this is her on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. That is reggae artist Spice. And here they are arguing about something or other over dinner, as most people on reality shows do. And so here is what was said.
Acting like you're the first woman to be divorced and you're the first woman that's left with 2 children to fend for. I've been doing it for 14 years. Welcome to the club.
Girl, I've been doing it for
nowhere.
16.
Okay?
16.
Okay, with your son that don't like you.
Okay, so she said something about your son that don't like you. Okay.
You started the conversation and said,
Then she flipped the table, as people often do.
You don't know about my I don't believe y'all just
Oh, what was the monkey thing at? I didn't see the monkey thing. You said Spice started. I don't think that was a reason to call nobody no monkey, though. Hold on. I'm still looking. I thought she was going to say the monkey thing in there. Hold on. Let me go back. Erica Mena monkey. Oh, here. Well, is this one right here? Erica Mena called Spice a monkey. Okay, there go one right there. Let me see.
you piece of trash.
You monkey in the car.
Now her doing the monkey noises like what's that other colorist name? Evelyn Lozada. Okay. So there was that. Let me see. Here go another one. Oh, she said it more than once. So we all know what happened after that. I guess we do. The cast reacted. Let's see what the cast has said.
It was feeling in this moment.
Oh, Lord.
You know, seeing it live, seeing the scene, hearing the sounds, it was like you felt it.
She actually made gorilla noises. Okay, now I understand. Hold on, we ain't through yet.
Watching that, it was really upsetting to me.
To me, it turned from like a one-on-one to like a one on the culture.
My first go-to in
So everybody felt the same way.
anger or in outrage is not a racial slur.
Okay, Spice.
That is not a racial slur if it's in anger or outrage. Who said that?
World has seen the episode. What would you like to say about it?
I don't want to get emotional. Why did I have to do this?
So this is Spice. This is who she was calling the blue monkey.
I don't know.
Whew. It's a lot. I don't want to.
It's not just about me. Erica came for an entire race. This racial.
And that's what I'm saying. Y'all keep talking about the kids. She said something about the kids. But saying something about the kid, then calling somebody a gorilla, shouldn't you be offended as well? Like, this ain't just about Spice. This is about any black person that was standing around. She called that woman a gorilla.
Slur is over 100 years older than me. It's deeply rooted into Black history of how they used to dehumanize us, how they used to sell us and consider.
I don't want to play this whole thing, but y'all know. Hold on.
For us animals, it's okay to say, "Oh, Spice was."
You're not offended at all. She was talking to Spice because you're not black at all. How about that, Winter Baby? You're not black if you're not offended. You probably a white person behind this. I don't even see your black picture. So don't be telling me you're not offended if you're not even in our culture.
Was wrong for saying whatever I said, but it's a whole different thing when someone's response is to be a racist or someone's response is to come for Black women and dehumanize them.
You know, I seen a comment, Spice went low and Erica went to hell. I think that was the best way.
Okay, I give up. Okay, so we're gonna listen to what Erica said recently. This was 2 years ago. She was fired. She issued what she said was a public apology. And yeah, it's been 2 years. Hold on. So then she was on the Nene Leakes Show. Hold on, let me go over here. First, I'm going to Instagram and I'm gonna look at the teaser because the teaser alluded to it. Hold on, let's see. Okay, they're gonna Nene and Erica. Okay, right now. Okay. Now let me see what the teaser said.
Viral for years when I did the scene with Rich Dollars and he gave away my song and I'm like, you can't trust nobody. I definitely said the word in that. And it was never an issue then. It wasn't said because I was racist. I said it because it was a more of an appearance thing. It wasn't skin related at all. People have selective outrage because this is the woman you guys are going like so hard for, but she literally went viral, or should I say had a whole media campaign about becoming a white woman.
What's wrong with her? What is wrong with her? OMG. And y'all think this is okay? Y'all literally gonna defend what she just did. Okay. She said it wasn't about her skin color. It was about the way she looked. This is the same thing that I was arguing about years ago when all of the gays who review reality shows was reviewing what was that, Basketball Wives, and they was calling that young lady a monkey. What was her name? Something. What was her name, y'all? The girl that was on Basketball Wives and they were saying was ugly, and they kept calling her. It said she looked like a gorilla, and Armand had a gorilla doll behind him, and Junkie Dineva said, you know, you just OG. Thank you so much, OG. It's the same thing. They do this to Black women all the time. So it's not about her skin color. It's about her big nose. Okay, like they was calling me a gorilla. It's about my Black features. Oh, y'all don't know what colorism is? Y'all don't know that featureism is a part of colorism? Like Afrocentric features being discriminated against is a form of colorism, despite whether they light skin, dark skin, or whatever. Y'all don't know that? Y'all don't know that discriminating against somebody's hair textures that are known for Black people to have like thicker, coarser, like Kenya Morissette hair, that's a form of discrimination as well. Y'all don't know that? Y'all don't realize that all of that resides under colorism, despite what color your skin actually is. It's about a form of prejudice and racism. So people who do that, not somebody. Look, I'm gonna block you, Winner, because yeah, you one of those. Yeah, you a blackfisher. Let me go and block you. Let me go and block you, honey. I'm gonna do it, yeah. Not you said I'm offended because I look like a monkey. Yeah, okay, I'm offended because I look like a monkey. Okay, and you gone because you acting like a monkey. How about that? Okay, anyway, Spice's feature, she don't look nothing like no monkey. Like it's the same thing they did to Michelle Obama. They was calling Michelle Obama a 8. They was doing that to Barack Obama. Then he light skinned. I remember back. Look, don't let me go into my archives. Hold on. Barack Obama, straight from the 8. I hope it comes up. I remember doing a post on this when Barack Obama was running for office, and they actually, someplace in Marietta somewhere, child, had put a monkey. Hold on, monkey. Hold on. And it's the same thing. It's racist. Here it is right here. It came up. Pick of the day, racist Obama t-shirt sold in a Georgia bar. Like, I don't understand how y'all don't understand this. Okay. I don't understand how y'all don't understand that this is racist and that it's prejudice and that it is aimed to dehumanize and diminish Black people and Black people's accomplishments. I don't understand how y'all don't know that. So it's like you can't call me stupid. You can't say I don't have no money. You can't say I'm not, I'm not that bitch. You can't say any of that. So instead of saying, insulting me in other ways, you're gonna call me a monkey, a ape, the N-word. Okay. You do all of those things. Y'all don't understand any of that. I don't know. I thought my audience was a lot smarter than that. Okay. But okay, so Erica Mena said that on the Nene Leakes Show, and word on the curb is that she's so upset she wanted erased off the internet. She wants it gone. She's on the warpath. Her team is upset. Everybody's mad. They feel like that she's been set up for controversy. But I'm like, but what she's been saying this everywhere. Hold on, I had even I had to do my little research because I'm not a Love and Hip Hop fan, but I do recall when all of that happened. And so she went on Carlos King and talked about it. She went on Cam Newton and talked about it. Hold on, let me go see what she had said on Carlos King. Hold on, y'all know I gotta see because it's my thing is if you saying the same thing everywhere, and here we are 2 years later, and you still saying the same thing. It's not us, girl. It's you. It's not us. It's not us. We're not sensitive and easily offended. It's you. Hold on. Let me see what this is. Hold on.
But I will constantly be doing my best to remind them how sorry I am and the things I do from here on out. And genuinely, just overall, I'm sorry.
Okay, so she was apologizing on here, but then she was saying she was doubling down. Hold on, let's listen.
Would you like to apologize to Spice for calling her a monkey?
I would have if she was genuinely broken from that comment. But let's go back to the day it happened. She went on live and ranted for 3 hours on live.
I don't know when this interview was, and clearly it was around the time it happened. Compare this to what she said today. It's the exact same thing. You're not apologizing. You went on Nene's show, and instead of saying I've grown since then, I hate that I said it, let's move on, you doubled down and you said, oh, this is coming from the same lady who dressed up as a white woman. Like, what? Like, you don't realize that when she did that little skit, even though I thought it was dumb, she was bringing light to colorism in her country. Like, it's a lot of people in Jamaica who bleach their skin. They feel like that lighter skin is a form of social currency, and it puts you above other people. It's unfortunate that white supremacy has led a lot of Black people to feel that way, but that happens in a lot of countries. It happens in Nigeria. It happens in a lot of places where you see people with darker skin try to lighten their skin so they can feel better about themselves or rise in the culture. It's crazy. But hold on, let's listen.
Saying I had all types of STDs. Even mentioned Safari a few times. She didn't know I said that. She didn't know I said that until producers told her I said that. What she was more upset about, which made her go on live, her falling flat on her face. Because she...
So she still, to me, even watching this, she's still upset at Spice. She's still not sorry about the monkey comment, and that's the title of this video. Erica Mena not sorry to Spice about the monkey comment.
Just had surgery. That was the whole thing on why Rashida and Kurt was...
I mean, could you not have called her a bitch? Could you not have dragged her in other ways, like calling her a monkey and focusing on her facial features, skin tone, skin color? Like, that is the textbook definition of racism and colorism. How can you not know that as a mother? And you claim you are raising Black children, but I always say this: just because you done had Black dick don't mean you Black. I just said this the other day when I was talking about something else. I don't even remember what I was talking about, but you're not Black, and I feel sorry for your biracial kids because you have a problematic mindset.
Because even Kurt and Rashida went on live No one mentioned Monkey because no one knew about Monkey until producers brought it to their attention. The same, literally, we fought. I went about my business the same day, the Monkey comment day. She went on live. You could pull it up. It's all over the blogs. I had lawyers contacting me, asking me if I wanted to sue her for defamation, that they were ready to just do it. I didn't have to put money up because they were like, you have a case. You could sue rocks off of her. She sat
Oh God. No, she's not talking about a lawsuit.
on live for hours at the airport saying I had all types of STDs.
Okay, let me move on from the Carlos. So it was another one. Hold on. I'm going to 3-4 different interviews because I just want to see her say something different. She was on Cam Newton. Hold on. She was on Cam Newton. So now she mad at Nene for what she said out of her mouth on Nene's channel, allegedly. And
I cannot.
Let me see.
I cannot have this interview without me.
Y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer on Section 107 of the Copyright Act. Allowance is made for what? For fair use, for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. We are researching. Okay, hold on.
Mentioning the blue monkey coming. I have to.
Why?
Because I owe a service to not just me, but also to my following. And I want to be respectful to them, knowing that I at least have to ask.
And you know, why is everybody tiptoeing around her? Like, here's this, and she's not white, but she's closer to white than I am. But there's this white fragility that everybody always talks about, like how like they coddle white women or white adjacent women, and black women they do not. And so here's Cam Newton up here talking to what amounts to be a racist and basically saying, I gotta ask you this. I mean, you know, I owe it to my people. Aren't you black? Don't you owe it to yourself? Like, what is you saying, Cam?
And there was real energy there in regards where you lost a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about financial. I'm talking about more your image.
Yeah, for sure.
Because knowing, ever since I met this woman, face to face, as well as respectfully online, right? It was always love. It was always, you know.
Here's another black man making excuses.
I'm saying professional in a sense. So I want to give you the platform to be able to speak on what you learned from that situation and moving forward for anybody in that situation to move forward.
She looked like a monkey right there. I'm wrong. I know it.
You know what I learned for the first time in like all the years of reality TV is that my actions have a lot more of an impact than I ever thought it had. And I'm disappointed in the fact that I let down women of color who...
Women of color. What about black women? You didn't call a woman of color that. You called a black woman that. Here's how we know she's not black. Okay, we talking about black women. Women of color is what you are, a woman of color.
Felt that I was speaking on that in that manner.
Yeah.
I've been on Love and Hip Hop for like 15 years, give or take, and I even took some years off in between, and I'm used to being hated one week, loved the next week. You know, like you
That's just how it goes.
Yeah, it's just how it goes. So
why is she talking so slow? Speed it up a little bit. Maybe I should speed it up.
that initial meeting was per my request, because she was being informed of of like information about me that wasn't true. So it was just very
She sounds like she been drinking a little bit on this interview too. She is slurring her words a bit.
Important to me at that time because I respected her so much that she heard out my story first, and then I wanted her to like make her decision on what she felt, because that's how it is. Like, you just hear me out and then go choose whatever you choose. I do wish that more of her actions was shown, just so the audience had a better understanding of what.
Here we go. Here we go. This is deflecting. Like, she did the same thing on Nene's show when she said, "Oh, this is coming from the same person who dressed up as a white woman." Like, why are you so focused on what she did as opposed to what you did? This is what is called not taking accountability for your the wrong that you did.
Like, what provoked me to actually say that initial comment. But at the same time, I'm gonna take my
I'm glad you said that.
I'm taking my accountability.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, it is what it is. Regardless of what she was doing, I really wholeheartedly feel like it was just all wrong in the choice of words. And even though me and her are not on the same spectrum now, prior to that, I really had a lot of respect for her. And that's why it was so important for me to.
They're not on the same spectrum. What does that mean?
Sit down to clarify my end of it.
Right.
I just wasn't expecting her as a single mom to go for the jugular of using my kid to kind of like attack me.
I'm not taking your side and I'm not taking her side, but we have to understand that we all get triggered.
She said she is Puerto Rican and Dominican. That's what she said. She's never said she's black. She said she is Puerto Rican and Dominican.
And it's not the same. I can say, "Oh man, girl, you ugly." That was who? And then you say that to somebody else, and it may be.
You said it don't matter what she said. She didn't call her a racist name. Here we go. Oh God. Oh, you mean Spice didn't call her a racist name. I was about to get on you about that. Now, if you don't think Monkey is racist and problematic, then you need to, like, even if you are white, you need to reconsider or read a book or something, because it is in historical context how it was used to demean people. That's why I always call out. Like, I don't even mind when they be calling me Gary Coleman because of my nose and my this and my that, trying to masculinize me, as they often do Black women all the time. They be calling me monkeys and gorillas. T.S. Madison does that all the time. T.S. Madison got a nickname for me, call me Magilla Gorilla, and everybody thinks that's funny. So my thing is, we do it to each other, and it's so problematic that because we do it to each other, Caucasians feel it's okay for them to do it to us. So don't be surprised if somebody called you a gorilla if you calling somebody else one. Big dummy. Armand Wiggins, all of them just stupid.
Who the fuck? You know what I mean? We all grieve different. We all act different. We all are triggered in a different type of realm. And yes, was the edit
horrible?
In
it
a
was
way,
so horrible because all you see me is yelling in a window.
Yeah.
You don't see what's in the window.
Yeah. But that
okay. Anyway, I'm not gonna watch the whole thing. She's not taking accountability, just like she didn't take accountability on Nene Leakes Show. Y'all need to let me know what y'all think about Erica Mena. And this insult, like, she has a problem with it. She thought she had gone past it. Now, another issue that I had, and I watched some of the Nene Leakes Show because, I like to support, but I wasn't feeling the subject matter, the person. But she also said something about she working with Chris Stokes, and y'all know how I feel about that alleged pedophile. Okay. So it's like, why on earth would anybody work with anyway, she over there with Colorist Claudia. They all working with Chris Stokes over there on Tubi. And that's crazy to me, because it's like, oh, just because he paying y'all, all of a sudden y'all forget what he did to them little boys, allegedly. Y'all forget what Rasby said he did, allegedly. Y'all forget the whole Marcus Houston, all that stuff that happened back then. Y'all forget all that because he cutting y'all a check. Child, the love of money. The love of money is the root of all evil, child. And Colorist Claudia, the main one over there, be talking about she power to my people, it's my brothers and my sisters, and and then you over there working with a pedophile. Allegedly. Okay. But I shouldn't even say allegedly. Quentin Tarver, God rest his soul, actually told me that Chris Stokes did a lot to him. But hell, Raz B told me. Hold on. Y'all remember this? See, I be holding my tongue. Look.
From the A.com.
Okay, ready. I talked to Raz B that day. Hold on. When we was at One Music Midtown.
From the A.com.
Okay, ready.
Yo, what's up? This is Raz B, and we. You know what's so crazy? I want to bring you in on the drive. So listen. All right. What up? It's Raz B from Beats of K. Straight from the A.com. Shout out to my.
So it ain't no secret. Listen, I've been sued by Chris Stokes. He accused me of lying on him, but he didn't sue Raz B for telling his stories. He didn't sue Ray J for telling his stories. He didn't sue all them other people who were mentioned in his stories for telling his stories, but he sued me for posting about it. Okay. But anyway, I'm digressing, child. I am digressing. And I won my case. But anyway. You said, how is colorist Claudia even over there, knowing how he uses black women and treat them like a dog? Child, people don't care. They don't care. First of all, she ain't black. Let's start there. Claudia never considered herself black until she made money in black spaces. But anyway, the Erica Mena stuff, it bothered me a little bit, but it's crazy how some people, even over here on Twitter now, they dragging Nene. They was like, well, we wanted Nene to say more. Hold on, I'm gonna show you this. Where is it? Erica Mena Nene. Hold on. Is this it? Like this video, please, and thank you. Some people saying Erica is delusional as F. There was no 50-50. Nobody. Hold on. What's this? Where is it when they was talking about the racism? I'm going to pull it up right now. Y'all, hold on. Here it is. Right here. It was on Twitter. That's where it was. And here is what this Twitter person said. And their tweet is going viral. And I found it interesting because then they started dragging Nene about it. So this person said, if monkey, it wasn't said because I was racist. I said it because it was more of an appearance thing. That's what, Erica Mena said, and we got that. And the person said almost 2 years later, and Erica Mena still hasn't learned anything from the situation with Spice. Black people being called monkey is not just because of the color of our skin, but also our Afrocentric features, i.e. appearance. As a Hispanic woman, you are being racist. So there is the actual clip again. I'll let y'all hear it just for DP. Hold on.
And it was never an issue then. But it became an issue when, at the end of the day, it's kind of like, I don't know, I guess it was, you got another woman who's obviously a lot darker than me. She came at me in regards to my son, and a word that, yes, has been used to racially kind of, defame, or what do you say? To belittle a race at one point in time. It wasn't said because I was racist. I said it because it was more of an appearance thing. It wasn't skin related at all. And I say all that to say that people have selective outrage because this is the woman you guys are going so hard for, but she literally went viral, or should I say had a whole media campaign about becoming a white woman. and how proud she was to bleach her skin, or I don't even know what her MO was at that time. But it just goes to show you, like, people just at the end of the day have selective outrage, because I feel like it was because of me. I'm used to being kind of hated one week, and then you know how it is with us when we're on air. Sometimes they're riding for us, sometimes they're against us. So and I've been like,
and when she brought up the Spice video where where Spice went viral for putting on whiteface, she brought that up as a dig, but it literally, like she said, she didn't understand why she did it. She didn't understand why she did it because she's not a dark skinned.
So how did you feel when Erica called you a blue monkey?
It just reminded me what I'm fighting for, because you got to understand, this is not the first time like I've been put in a situation where people feel like they're better than me because I have a darker skin tone. And so it just kind of highlighted what I've always been talking about. And people act like, oh, we don't want to hear this again and da 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 da. But the situation is real. Colorism is real. And a lot of people feel like they're better than dark skinned girls.
So do you feel like Erica Mena thought she was better than you?
I know that she thought that she was better than me. I don't feel like it. I know that. There was situations where I've heard things that she said about me in terms of, I'm filming on Love and Hip Hop. They will travel with me to go out of the country. She's always like, oh, why are they following her out of the country? Or what everybody saw on TV, what was happening behind my back. She just got caught.
Ooh.
So how did you feel?
There you go. She just got caught on camera. And now we know how she really feels, because she got caught on camera again over here on the Nene Leakes Show. Now, hold on. I want to look at some of these comments as well. And I'll put the link in and y'all can call in and y'all can let me know what y'all think about this situation and any other situation that we talked about tonight. There's the link, child. I know some of y'all like, it's not racist. It's not racist. Well, call in and explain to me how it's not. Okay, so hold on. Here it is. These are these are the comments I was telling you where they started going in on Nene because they felt like Nene didn't hold her feet to the fire. They said also Spice didn't bleach her skin. She wore body makeup to shed light on Black hypocrisy. The time you spend worrying about whose hole Safari's DICK is in, you could educate your ignorance. And then they said also Nene lacks the requisite skills to interview Erica Mena on topics such as racism and colorism. She did more than trying to let Erica see the bigger picture. I don't think Nene was even that interested. She just wanted to go viral. Nene, as we know and love, does not have the range to handle topics like this. You know who has? Tamar Hall. I guarantee you. I don't know. Tamar Hall didn't press T.S. Manhands on his misogyny. So Tamar Hall is just as bad. Tamar Hall used to date Donald Trump. Don't even get me started on Tamar Hall. So y'all be anyway. I guarantee you, Erica would have left that interview more educated with a clear understanding of how dehumanizing it is as a Hispanic woman to call a Black woman a monkey while making monkey sounds. I don't know if Tamar Hall would be the right person to do it either, friend. But I don't think that Nene's platform is for that. Nene don't press anybody. And that's why I feel like with Erica Mena saying what she said, like she literally could have said, I don't want to address that. I've moved past that. I apologize and I'm done. And Nene would have been like, okay, so who are you wearing today or whatever, and would have started talking about something else. So like she can't blame anybody for what came out of her mouth. Okay, Nene asked the question, she answered it. Nene is a person that could tell you herself, like when you're in an interview, like people gonna ask you anything, you don't have to answer those questions, and she chose to answer it like a big dummy, and now it's going viral. So be mad at yourself for exposing who you really are and how you really feel, as opposed to being mad at the interview, which really was a fluff ass interview. Like literally, Nene don't even ask nobody nothing. Like it's a safe space for people to come. You saw Trick Daddy. Trick Daddy went over there with diarrhea of the mouth. Nene didn't press him on nothing. He just said what he said, and it went viral and moving on. And I don't even think Nene does it to go viral. I think Nene just does it because, she really just wants to hone her skills on interviewing. But Who is me to judge? Let's finish reading this. Somebody said I'm gonna need Nene to do less and do more educating when it comes to topics like this. I also feel like Nene doesn't have the range to talk about certain things, and she allows to be brought up on the show. And then somebody said because she's not equipped and, like you said, doesn't have the range. I don't even know that she doesn't have the range because she talks about a lot of things. I just think that she don't want to, get into that controversy and, press people like that. And like she got to be on there and, get the fight. And she literally just talks and keep it moving. Throw a little light shade, a little fun shade and keep it moving. Somebody talk about Erica Mena will remain unemployed. They said, bye, bitch. Somebody said, I honestly believe she said it because of opinion. Not she said that. Erica Mena has also called a black blog owner a gorilla zoo animal. She knows exactly what she is doing, and it is disappointing that black people have not canceled her. There you have it. So people sitting there, they dragging Nene and they talk about Erica and whatever else. But yeah. Hold on. We got people in the back. Click the link if you would like to join in. I would love to hear what you have to say. Hello.
Oh, me? Hello, Michelle ATLien. This is my first time coming on your channel.
Welcome.
How are you
What's your
today?
name? Wente.
Oh, that's just like what I have on my YouTube. It's Wente Talk.
Hey, Wente, how are you?
A lot of our people watch you.
Oh, I
Thank
appreciate it.
Yes, I just wanted to say, first off, I feel like did Cam Newton get any of those nasty that backlash, that how they trying to blame Nene for how her interview skills and stuff like that? Did they give any of that smoke or heat to Cam? I bet not.
Or to Carlos. Right.
Yeah, but of course they're going to attack an African American woman for not cutting into her the way that some people will cut into her on something. But people have to understand, when you're interviewing somebody, you can't go in and the way that you want to go in, because other people is not going to want to interview with you. So you got to keep it cute on some type of level. But the problem with Erica Mena is that her skank and her raggedy butt, she's gotten away with that privilege for so long that she's so comfortable with it. And she honestly feel like she haven't done anything wrong, because the black people that's been around her has been condoning and holding her up in her BS all of this time. Like, she's talking about, when I said that to Rich, it went viral. Nobody said nothing. We're not in the damn time that it was when you said that to Rich. That was in early 2000s or whenever that was, but it don't matter when it was. We talking about today's time, and today's time is inappropriate, and it was foul, and it was coming across as racist, because you do have privilege over what Spice got going on, no matter if she looked better than you, no matter if she's more talented than you, any of that. You know that. You know that these guys, even the black guys, mainly the black guys, are going to pick you over her. Like, Spice is banging all that. And again, too, about her, and always she talking about her kid. Everybody talk about Erica kid, and everybody can't be saying the same thing, and it's not right. You didn't take care of that boy, allegedly. But that's my opinion. You didn't take care of him, and you know you didn't. You was too busy out on the street. We seen your son maybe 2-3 times before you even got with Safari. Probably one time. I think the first time a lot of people seen him was when he was at their wedding.
Oh.
So
how old is he? Is this the one that's he's a teenager or something?
Yeah, he might be grown now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he might be grown now, but like, she always has this thing about what she was talking about my son, this and that, because it's true, and it looks like the truth hurts. Like, that's why you get so touched up, because what people saying is true. If you be a better mom and a better person, people wouldn't have that jab for you. You should be concerned more that all of these people always feel like that's a jab toward you, that you are not a good mom. That should be the problem. Not that people is calling it out that you haven't been the best mom to him. And again, I don't know what type of mom really that she been, but from what it looks like to everybody else, and I'm on that too, is that your mom took care of him. Just say what it is. Your mom took care of him. or had him the majority of the time. So I don't know. I just think she's a bum, and a lot of the people that's around her then let her get too comfortable with that stuff, and she really don't feel like she's done nothing wrong. So therefore, it's impossible for her to take accountability.
I blame black men because black women
Yep.
are checkers. Black men are the ones that give them a pass.
Yep.
And I actually had pulled some receipts of something similar that recently happened on like a live stream. And I'm not like too up on the live streamers. Y'all may know who this is. Hold on, where is it? Y'all may know who this is. It was a streamer, Rampage Jackson. And it said an Asian woman punches black woman and hurls racial slurs during the stream. And in the stream, she actually called her NIGG with the hard ER. And it was several black men around there, and they were just like, "Oh no, you can't say that." But if it was a black man, a white man saying it, they would have punched him in the face or something. That like they literally didn't yell at her, didn't do anything. They kind of just escorted her out. She got the opportunity to go back and yell at the girl some more. You know, I don't want to play it because again, with the hard ER will get me demonetized. But you know, y'all can watch it. Hold on, I'll put the link in the chat. Y'all can click it yourselves and watch it. But yeah, it was just interesting. It kind of, you know, reminded me of, you know, what's going on right now with the whole Erica thing. And then you start to think of a lot of other things that have happened over the years. The OG situation with Evelyn Lozada, you know, everybody calling her a monkey.
Yeah,
You know,
that was ridiculous too. And that was like the prime example of colorism. That's why I don't watch that anymore. Shawnee O'Neal, I can't stand her, or Wide Nostril Butt either. Like I can't stand them because they all knew what that was, because all of them had been very much so aggressive and physical way before OG came over there. And just because you can't bully her or whoop her ass, you got mad and called her all that stuff. And oh, now y'all so scared of her. Why? You weren't scared of the other girl, with the Caucasian one that y'all used to, I forgot her name, but they used to bully that girl so bad, snatch her purse, snatch her food, do all type of stuff to him. You weren't scared of her. You weren't scared then. Well, so why you scared of OG? Because you know she'll tap that ass.
Wow. You want to chime in on any of the other subjects before you go, friend? Hello, did I click your? Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had muted myself. I didn't see the Jason Lee or the
Real Housewives and the Loni Love. That's cool. I appreciate you.
All right. Thank
Thanks
you.
for calling. All right.
Thanks for having me up. Bye now.
All right. Bye. Hey, Katie. Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. I want to say this about I didn't watch the Nene thing, but I'm glad you brought it up, because when you brought it up, the way Nene was looking at her, she was looking straight through her, so she was making her uncomfortable. What Nene was doing worked, because it brought all of the stuff that she was trying to put a facade up on. It brought it out. It made her show her that she ain't changed not one bit. Not that I would care. I don't like it.
I mean, it did make her feel comfortable and like she was a friend, and they've been in each other's DMs and all of that. And my thing is, like, she literally like went on there and just had, you know, diarrhea of the mouth. It's like she didn't even think before speaking, which is good. Like, you literally showed us who you are.
Exactly. And with the Spice thing, I remember that like it was yesterday. Spice said, and I quote, she was talking about her own self. She was like, she said, "You're not the first person who got left with kids. I've been doing it for 14 years. She was talking about herself. And she was speaking about Erica Mena with her kids with Safari. She the one said, and I've been doing it for 16 years. She put that boy in that.
And
when
your son don't like you or whatever.
Right. But that was after if she hadn't have brought the 16-year-old son in that, Spice wouldn't have even been on that. But you on a show where people hurling insults. Once you said all of the stuff you said prior to that, she still didn't say nothing egregious towards your son. And for the record, Erica's mama is not raising that boy. His daddy is raising the boy.
Oh.
He with the daddy. He don't even want to be around Erica. They showed that too.
Wow. I just don't think no amount of fighting. I don't think any type of racial slurs, sexist slurs, or any type of things like that should be in a fight. That's just me. And I understand a lot of people feel like there are no rules to war, but this ain't just war when you like literally are insulting a whole group of people as opposed to one person. That's the kind of thing I was trying to pound into people's heads when like the Junkie Evils and the T.S. Madisons was talking about my vagina or whatever. It's like they not talking about just me, they talk about all women, but people don't get that. But it is.
And I be on straight attack on them too, Michelle. And I don't use your name or nothing, but I don't play about you. You don't know me like that, but I'm telling you.
It's not just me, they do it too. That's what's so crazy. They do it to everybody. So
And that makes me include myself because I'm a dark-skinned a woman too. I'm black. I'm a dark-skinned woman. I'm from Detroit. So when they talking about any FBA, I'm on their necks. Like, stop tethering yourself to us if y'all think y'all better than us. Go and create your own situation and do your own thing. But ain't nobody watching that. Ain't nobody checking for that.
Yeah. I agree, Katie.
Okay. Thanks for letting me up, Michelle.
Thanks for calling. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you too. I don't know how to click out. Take me out.
Okay. Bye. Who is Human Resources?
Good evening.
Oh, you showed up for work. I need to be reporting you to Human Resources.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I decided to clock in tonight. How you doing?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm good. I just wanted to touch on that felonious imbecile that you talked about earlier. I really don't care about Erica. I want them to lock Jason up. Lock him up. Just send him away.
Lock him up.
Get him out of here. I'm sick of him. Get him out of here.
I almost forgot about Jason Lee. Hold on. Now lock him up. Lock him up. Go ahead. We got to watch it again. People don't know what we're talking about. Hold on.
Meanwhile, tonight, Stockton Vice Mayor Jason Lee is speaking out. It comes in response to a controversy over city funds being used for a recent Wild 'N Out show.
He says everything was handled properly and in line with city policies. But as ABC 10's Austin Castro reports, the state attorney general may soon get involved in the investigation.
When I saw the weaponization of Wild 'N Out in the press, I was extremely concerned. But it didn't shock me, because the politically motivated attacks that have been happening over the last 6 months since this interim city manager has been here has been extremely concerning.
Stockton Vice Mayor
lock him up.
Jason Lee on Wednesday defending he did nothing wrong and was not involved in the decision.
Jason Lee ain't black this week. I bet you he ain't black. I bet you he ain't saying he's biracial. He Italian or he's Hispanic. Watch.
To use city money to save a comedy show, Wild 'N Out at Adventist Health Arena, a show that Lee helped bring to Stockton and he also performed in. In emails obtained by ABC 10, arena officials warned city staff members that promoters of the show were considering canceling the May event because of low ticket sales a day before the show was set to happen.
Now they got proof. They got the emails.
That's when someone at City Hall made the decision to use $50,000 from the city's risk mitigation fund to save the show. Lee says he was not involved in those conversations and everything was done according to current city policies.
Says the request should have gone to the city manager. It doesn't say the policy requires it to go to the city manager.
No, it should. It didn't require. He's doing word salad. He a real politician.
This week, Stockton's interim city manager launched an internal investigation into the
How much you want to bet Jason gonna be calling Donald Trump for a pardon?
Money spent on the event, but Lee, as well as council member Mario Enriquez, say they did nothing wrong and they want the attorney general's office to step in and prove that.
This sudden controversy that came out of nowhere is nothing more than a distraction from the real scandal that's happening in the building behind me.
Lee is calling this investigation a conspiracy and pointed the finger back at interim city manager Steve Colangelo.
Now he trying to point the finger at somebody else, and you the one that took the $50,000. The man didn't take the $50,000.
Accusing him of violating the Brown Act and retaliation.
I will be making a motion directing the city attorney to refer this matter to the California Attorney General's office, because transparency is important, ethics is important.
In Stockton, Austin Castro, ABC 10.
Yes, they need to review all the bank records. Where y'all at? Y'all still in here? Hello?
We're here, Michelle.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
What you think, Jezebel?
I don't know. It's not that I don't care. I'm
Well,
just sick of him. I'm just happy something bad happening to him.
Why
Good
you happy?
riddance. Good riddance.
I'm gonna be like 50 Cent. If he try to get a pardon from Trump, I'm gonna send him that picture of Jason Lee with Kamala.
You gonna mess up the deal.
I'm gonna send, and then if he try to run again, I'm gonna send him the video. Remember him and Armand and Junkie, not even T.S. Madison was over there on Clubhouse calling me a gorilla. You remember that?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull that video up and I'm gonna send it to his ops.
Jason, raise your hand if you guys are surprised.
Yeah, but
everybody
I just
know
think
he
that's
was gonna do this mess.
I'm
sorry. Bill.
No, you're
I
fine.
just want to make a comment about Erica Mena.
Okay.
Okay, so first of all, Erica Mena, coming from you, if you called me a monkey, I would consider it a compliment, because at least monkeys, orangutans, and gorillas take care of their young. I'm done, Michelle. I love you. You are awesome. You are beautiful, and I love watching you. And I'm so happy you're covering this topic. I did watch a little bit of the interview with Nene. I thought Nene did an excellent job. And again, Erica knows what she's doing.
Yeah, and just like I be dragging Colorist Claudia for the things that came out of her mouth, these things, nobody goaded her. Nene wasn't pressing her for an answer. Like, it literally just fell out of her mouth. Didn't nobody ask her that? Like,
and let
you
me
know,
say this, having African features are closer to being indigenous people, God's original people. Okay, so we shouldn't even be ashamed because we have wide noses and we look more, I would say, more like nature. And that is the way God created the original people. So, you know, we, like you said earlier, Michelle, we have become what was created as the European features are more acceptable. So we began to dislike our original features. And we are the original people. Period. And again,
that's why I was calling Kenya out for that 4C controversy. I did, like, for me, I just feel like I think about, like, you know, little girls growing up not liking their hair, or little girls growing up not liking their nose because they see people with big noses change their noses all the time. Like little stuff like that. Like, you need to call it out, because your children, your cousins, your godchildren, or whoever are watching this. It's not just about us adults, because we can fight for ourselves. It's for the monoracial Black children that are coming up behind us, who feel like, you know, that their hair texture is a problem or their noses are a problem. I don't like that.
It's giving we're still enslaved because we still care about what master says. And again, I'm not trying to be super spiritual, but I'm created in the image that God originally made. And he did start with original people, and original people did have those features that we have. We should be proud that we look like the original people. But again, it's so funny how people can really change your mindset on something and it spread. And so we're walking around being ashamed that we look like God's original people.
Right.
If that's not the hoodwinking and bamboozle, I don't know what is. But again, to Erica Mena, she knew what she was doing. She didn't have a problem with the gorilla dingaling that she's always connecting with. Funny, she don't think about that. But
they
again,
love the men, but they hate the women. You know that.
Yeah, and coming from her again, I would have told her it's a privilege to be called a monkey from you, because at least they take care of their young. Period.
Okay. Period.
So anyway, love you, girl, and I will keep watching.
I appreciate you,
Bye-bye.
Vanessa. Thank you. Human resources.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Whose picture is that in your profile?
Oh, this is Drake and 21 in the bed.
That's who?
21 Savage and Drake.
Is that AI? Who put them in bed together?
This is like it's
It's a
Photoshop.
real picture?
No, it's Photoshop.
Oh, okay.
So is Nene like a rage baiter interviewer, or is she like
Why
she
y'all
just
start using that term? Y'all be making up terms all the time. I hate that term.
okay.
They were saying that about me, about the Kenya and the 4C thing, saying that I was rage baiting by saying that, by calling her out for putting that in her caption. Like,
No,
that's not a rage baiting. Like I'm
No.
enraged.
You're
Like,
not a rage
I
baiter,
don't care what
Michelle.
nobody else thinks. So no, I don't think that Nene is a rage baiter. I think a lot of people post things for, commentary or feedback, but at the end of the day, I'm not posting it to enrage people and to rile people up to fight and battle. No, I don't see that. Do you see that in Nene's interview?
Well, no, maybe I used the wrong term. And you're not a rage baiter, Michelle. You just messy. So no. But Nene, like it's like I see why people are saying they feel like she doesn't have the range or she shouldn't be doing these type of conversations on her interviews or whatever. But it's like, maybe is she doing that on purpose to like just sit there and let the people talk and then let social media and the audience, come up to
Pretty
their
much, because I mean, how would she
Yeah.
know what they're gonna say?
I mean, that's true. Yeah, that is true.
Like, so that's why I feel like Nene's interviews, it's like she's getting better at it. The more she does it, the less she talks about. Because normally Nene would have turned that around to herself. Well, they be calling me a girl or something. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So
Yep.
I think she's getting better at, like, the interview part. And the more she does it, the better she'll get. She won't become Oprah overnight or whatever. But I think she's doing it for that reason, to get the experience, to and she, at this point, it doesn't look like she's too discriminatory about who she interviews. She just, like, if she goes out of town, she was in Miami when she interviewed Erica Mena and Trick Daddy. It's like when she goes out of town and she can find somebody to interview in that town, she interviewing them.
So, it wouldn't be right if or what you're saying, I would be remiss if I did not call you out, Michelle. I always gotta pick something to call you out on.
What you calling me out for?
It's because it's interesting that you made that last statement about Nene. But
what did I say?
Well, you guys, I don't even know if you had a problem with it, because I don't really recall. I'm just gonna put it on y'all anyway. Y'all didn't like that Candy sat down with Big Head. What's his name?
God.
Todd Chrisley. Y'all had a
You
problem with
mean
that.
the MAGAs over there, the MAGAs?
You had a problem with that.
I ain't got no problem with Candy can vote for who she want to vote for. Candy can sit with who she want to sit
is
with.
not a
But
Republican.
when it comes down to people criticizing her for aligning with the enemy, and it seems like, throughout the years, people have often said that Candy aligns with the white supremacists. I'm just saying, with the Bravo stuff. Y'all remember that? Nene was calling Candy KOON and Candy Cruz. And it seems like the more she does, she kind of like, it's like, yeah, I can see why people say that. But I mean, it's her right. She could align with whoever she want to align with. And nobody said that Todd Chrisley is an enemy, but didn't they say his daughter walking around with a MAGA hat? And when you, I don't listen, when you see a group of people who definitely are exclusionary when it comes to a lot of different things, then of course, you're looking at it like, yeah, I don't want to be a part of that. So for me, seeing Candy align with that, it's like she's giving them a platform and she didn't have to do it. And Jazzy's gone. Did she leave? Hold on, I'm talking to myself.
Somebody kicked me off.
It wasn't me. My hands was right here.
That's what I get. Okay. Well,
But yeah,
I'm just
And then, you know, you remember how she was dragging me for the Pantheon?
Oh God.
And now
Okay.
she's trying the whole Pantheon, but now she know how to say it because she's been a member of mine for so long.
Michelle. Okay.
Michelle said it over there on her Pantheon. You remember that?
Yes, it's in the text messages. Okay, well, I'm just saying, like, Nene was cashing Trump checks, you know, and blah blah
That was
blah.
before Trump was
No,
into
no, no, no,
politics.
no.
You can't
Trump
even
has
compare the
always
two.
been this way. He's always been this way since the 80s. So cut it out.
Stop it.
He's always
Stop
been
it.
this way.
And then I hate the fact that people like be trying to drag me like, oh, Candy got the money. I don't know why you tripping. Candy got all the money. Listen, if Candy had all the money, Candy wouldn't be working as hard as she is. Candy wouldn't be trying to get y'all to sign up for Patreon so she can run off on the plug. Candy would be like, y'all. Candy owes her landlord $100K, and I'm sure she glad that Kenya is fighting with her landlord because it took the heat off of her and put it on Kenya. Now they both owe their landlord and it's in court. So like, and the only reason they in court because they both lost their Real Housewives of Atlanta income. And I know a lot of y'all say, well, they're rich. They both have money. But even if they're rich, losing $2 million a year like that, it will affect anybody. Your whole lifestyle would change if you lose that type of income and you were dependent on it. So, I mean, they may not be check to check, but they ain't what they were. So I'm mad. Go ahead.
No, I agree with you. I'm just being messy.
I don't agree with her at all. I don't agree at all because you touched on something, Jazzy Bell. You did.
Not Juno came back from
You touched on
overseas.
something. Wait a minute. You touched on something,
been?
Jazzy Bell, because you said that I don't even be watching the Housewives, but you did say Nene used to brag about them Trump checks. Now, Michelle, I don't care if this was before politics. I don't care.
This don't sound like you.
This is definitely me. This is definitely me. Do you want me to put my picture up?
Oh, I mean, you can if you want to.
But anyway, this is me. Trust me, I promise you.
Okay.
You know my real name. Anyway, now this was before the politics, right? Now, did she know about them Epstein files? Huh?
Oh my God.
Huh?
What?
Talk about it, Michelle. Did she book the flight to the island?
Nene was not on the manifest. Stop it. Stop.
I want to know. Did he fly Southwest?
Ja Rule was on there. Oprah and Gail was on there.
Ask Nene, did he fly Delta or American Airlines to get there?
Candy was on there. 50 Cent was on there.
I bet all of them was on there. And so was Trump. And she worked for him. She was his assistant. She booked the flights.
She did not work for him. She was just on the damn Apprentice. What is you talking about?
Bragging about Trump checks.
I'm trying to tell you. She was collecting it because
Colorist Claudia be bragging that he wanted to grab her coochie. So
we ain't talk about her. We don't know her.
I'm just saying, you talk about checks. Everybody, like, if you working, you get paid. So, I mean, yes, of course, she was getting Trump checks.
I'm just saying, did she book the flight? I don't care about the check. What was it between the hours of 4 and 6? You know, what's his favorite in-flight movie as he's going to this island? To
She was not. You ain't never seen Nene hanging out with no Donald Trump. Stop.
I'm just saying.
Stop. Just stop. She didn't even have blonde hair back then.
All right.
24 piece, whatever you call them things. 27 piece.
That's all. I just want to pick on you a little bit.
Where have you been, Juno?
Good to hear from you.
It's been my life.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, okay, never mind.
As all of y'all should, commenters included, you know, at some point get some fresh air,
what are you talking about? This
drink
is what
some water, you know what I mean, get some air and see some trees and shit. Y'all so caught up in this bullshit. But anyway, I'm sorry. I'm gonna hop off. Love you, Michelle.
Is that what you saying?
You said what?
You telling people don't watch me? They need to be here. They need to be in the
No.
house.
No. Come here. Stay here. Subscribe, like and subscribe, comment. You know what I mean? Keep the algorithm going, but get some air. Go get some air. Go breathe some air. God damn.
You can watch YouTube outside.
You can watch YouTube outside. Go get some air and watch Michelle at the park. Go play with your kids. Y'all, these badass kids, y'all ain't raising
Erica
them. This is
Mena,
why,
go play with the kids. All right.
go play because this is why these kids bad now because they ain't raped. And Erica, they're
You know what
floozy.
you think about Jason Lee?
First of all, when he announced to the world that he was going to be in a political game, I already knew it was some BS.
That he
So
was
to
gonna be
hear,
stealing money, allegedly.
well, I didn't know that. I thought he was just going to be in the back rooms with some of them politicians on his knees. But I was just, I just knew it was going to be some mess. You know what I mean? So this doesn't surprise me at all.
Oh, okay.
He's a fraud.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Well, he
told
throws
you, my
drinks in women's faces, and they elected him. And you know what? Yeah. So there's that. Remember when he was he threw a drink in somebody's face on one of them Love and Hip Hop episodes, I believe.
Yeah, it was the first Love and Hip Hop back when they had Love and Hip Hop LA or whatever.
What type of grown man does that? You know what I mean? That's sick. You know what I mean? To me, I mean, I don't know. A lot of people might beg to differ, but to me, I wouldn't vote for a man like that. But I digress.
Okay. Well, thank you. You know, I appreciate you, friend.
All right. Peace.
All right. Feel free to hit that cash app.
That's the end of the show. That's it.
And that's all, folks. No, what did you think about the Real Housewives of Atlanta? Nobody's calling in. I don't be wanting to talk to you. No, I'm just kidding. What about the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 17 cast that I dropped?
I'm sorry, I missed it. What's the cast?
Y'all always coming in at the end and want me to do the whole show over again. I don't like that.
Michelle, I'm sorry. Why you gotta make me feel bad?
Oh gosh.
Okay, is Angela coming back?
I don't know.
Shamia?
I don't know.
Well, dang, who come? Portia and Phaedra.
Yes.
Drew or no?
I don't know.
So who the only definites? Portia and Phaedra?
Shereé.
Okay, so what's the point of having Shereé on there without Angela at this point?
Well, that means Angela be back too then.
Right.
Maybe she in negotiations. But I know Shereé already signed hers.
Of course she did. What else she doing?
Mm-hmm. And KKK Kim.
For what?
I know, girl. I know.
Huh?
And I know who's not coming. I already told y'all Nene not coming. But it's a slap in the face for them to bring KKK Kim back and not Nene. But they bring her back as a friend, allegedly.
Well,
we need to boycott. We need to start a petition. Because Kim said you will never find another white woman dumb enough to sit on the couch with them black women. Kim said that.
Can I play devil's advocate? Can I just say something about that comment?
Go ahead.
Even back, when was that? Like 8 years ago, she said that. When she said that, even then, I was thinking, well, does she have a point?
No, she does not have a
Is she trying to say that a lot of white women would not sit there because of the fact that
and then she told Andy, she said, how would you feel if you were being yelled at by 5 African American women? Like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
If it was 5 white women, it would be better. Like, it wouldn't be like, I don't understand. You were threatened by 5 African American women yelling at you, but if it was white women, you would have been okay. Like,
yeah,
no.
She just said that to deflect from what she was saying on that season, from what she was doing. Yeah, no, I agree. Okay.
She said a lot of problematic things. That's when she said she saw a roach and all that stuff. Or that Brielle saw a roach in Nene's bathroom during the white party.
Yeah, and Kim is from Florida. She's from the South, so she knows what that.
But it's just interesting that they would, choose to take care of Kim all this time. Kim been getting divorced, evicted, all of that, lost her house and all that. And so of course they're gonna take care of her. They don't care about nobody else. These black women can go through all kind of trials and tribulations. They're not gonna bring them back to make sure that they have a check. And I don't like that. Look at Kenya. Kenya over there about to lose her damn salon. They're not bringing her back. Did she leave again? Hello?
Somebody keep kicking me off. Oh my gosh.
How is it somebody when I'm the only person in here?
I don't know. Maybe I'm talking too much. They said Kim from Connecticut. I thought Kim was from Florida.
Oh. I don't know where Kim from.
My
Hey,
bad.
Ken.
Hey, Michelle, I just wanted to ask you a quick question.
Sure.
So let's say Bravo made like how they kind of did those legacy spinoffs.
Uh-huh.
Who would be in your legacy RHOA cast?
Legacy. Of course, it'll be like the,
Nee.
season 1, except Kim. I would want, of course, Nene, Deshaun, Lisa Wu, Shereé, Phaedra. How many it's gotta be?
I feel like they had maybe 6 people.
Shereé, Phaedra, Nene, Deshaun, Lisa. One more. I guess gonna throw Marlo in there.
Marlo.
Yeah, I think Marlo would be great.
What kind of book? Girl, bye.
You don't think I like Marlo.
Marlo too thirsty for a peach.
But she had one. They need to get
But even
Yeah,
if
but
you
I feel like
had
she was
for
the
like
only
what, a
person
season,
who
right?
had legitimate fashions though. Like I like the early Marlo though, not the later.
Marlo isn't an OG, but
Right.
she came what, season 2, season 3?
Season 4.
Oh, never
But
mind.
listen to what he just said. He said he prefers the early Marlo when we were introduced to her versus the more recent one, and I do as well.
Okay.
Marlo is better as a friend than as a regular. She's a tryhard when she's like a main cast
So
member.
you want to bring Candy is boring. I mean, bring her back if you want to. I mean, I wouldn't block her bag or nothing.
I
But
agree with Nene's family. I think Candy's what Nene said. I think Candy's family is more of the star than like I want to know what's going on. What's her name? Bertha. That broke my heart. Like I want to know what's going on with those type of things in the restaurant. But Candy maybe could be like a facilitator for that.
Well, without Candy, you don't get that. So that's.
I mean, but if Keisha Cole's family can have a show without her and it do well, they could do the same thing with that.
So would you bring back somebody like Kim Fields or Shamari or Colorist Claudia or Cynthia? Would you throw any of them in the mix?
I think Shamari deserved a second chance.
Me too. I like Shamari.
Okay. And you don't like Shamia?
I'm disappointed with Shamia. She let me down.
I think she deserves a second chance though, but I think she was playing it a little too safe and she was trying to protect the secrets of Portia.
Look, the way Portia spun that, I ain't seen that coming. Boy, that was masterclass.
Oh yeah, Portia is
Maybe she's not so dumb.
I'm still team Shamia though.
Oh yeah, for sure. But it's just
I just think she wasn't equipped to handle her first season as a peach. And she thought that Portia was gonna be a friend. And like she even said it, she was a friend offline and not online. You know what I'm saying? And she expected them to have a friendship on the show, and it wasn't like that. Portia was literally like a coworker.
You know what she kind of reminded me of, and that's why I think it kind of pissed me off. And I won't say she kind of reminded me of Claudia in season 7. It's like Claudia was trying so hard to kiss Portia's ass that, like, remember she was showing up to the events trying to have lunch with her.
I wouldn't compare Shamia with Claudia. Claudia was a
I'm
solo
not
cat
like,
lady.
No, I'm talking
who
about like
lived in a rented apartment with no furniture.
Well, I don't mean like in terms of the lifestyles. I mean the actions. It seemed like she was up Portia's ass so much, and Portia was paying her dust and debris. And it's like if the juxtaposition, Portia wasn't giving Claudia no type of time, and it's like Portia isn't giving Shamia no type of time. Like Shamia literally wrote for her, and finally towards the end, we finally got something.
I think she gave a little bit. I mean, they had lunch. They did like, and I think Shamia had a lot of other stuff going on as well. She had her daughter. You know, we didn't see her husband.
No, but we didn't see any of that.
We saw her meeting with the people at the surrogate place.
You try. Look,
And her daughter was in the hospital. We went to the doctor's appointment, and her husband was on FaceTime.
it wasn't a great
I mean,
scene.
what more did you want to see?
I mean, Shamia got tagged by Drew though. Like, you know how, I mean, Drew was eating the girls up I mean, that was bad. Oh God, yeah. It was bad.
Ken, don't you think that to me, it seems like Shamia and Portia, obviously, they weren't on really good terms going into the season. But like Michelle said, it's like Shamia was trying to be like, I guess, make sure everything looked okay, but it wasn't. Don't you think if Shamia would have just been honest from the beginning of filming and like, I guess, brought that up and been, just transparent about everything, her season would have been better?
I totally agree. And I think that Angela played such a good bone collected move, taking that information back and forth and stirring the pot.
Yeah, but what about Angela's own bones?
Well, she's another person.
It was just horrible. I don't know. Production, whatever, the storyline, it was just, the whole season was just really disjointed. It wasn't no real relationships between these ladies. Y'all ain't even mentioned Kelly the whole time. Like, it's just, you know what I'm saying? Exactly.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I think that there was a lot of, and that's not to say she's not a good person, but I mean, there's even with Drew, like, I didn't really even mention Drew too much. I mean, because Drew and Portia had that fictional thing going on talking about, Drew was messing with Dennis, and we all know that wasn't true. And even on the reunion when they had the men out there, when they were saying that Dennis said in a text that he wanted to F Drew. And that ain't even what he said. And then even when they played it back, it wasn't what he said. So it was like, why y'all playing these word games? And that was just annoying. I didn't like it.
Well, that was Portia and her mess.
Yeah, it was Portia. It was. I'm just saying the whole Drew thing. Like, it's.
I actually have an unpopular opinion about this season. Maybe it's not unpopular. I just feel like, honestly, kind of like with Phaedra and that whole thing on season 9, Kenya's actions really dampened the whole.
It did. It put a dark cloud over the whole.
It tanked it so bad.
And then because it happened in the beginning of the season, it's like it was like a dark cloud over the entire season with the little digs at Britt and knowing that she was feeling uncomfortable and people saying stuff to her in her DM and people calling her a whore. I didn't like the whole bullying aspect of it. Like, it's like the whole tide changed. And yeah, they was calling her love and hip hop and all that, but it was like the people like literally talking about her Zuck and Zick and all that. I'm sure as a woman, you don't want to hear that 1,000 times a day in your social medias and stuff. And
she tagged, that's why another reason I disappointed with Shamia. Shamia was just getting tagged from everybody. She got tagged from her too.
Yeah. Cause she tried to tag Britt and it gave me that towards the end, I think everybody was like anti-Britt, and Britt was like floating between, just trying to figure out where she fit in. And yeah, towards the last 3 episodes, I've said this before, I felt like Britt became likable.
Yeah.
Like we wanted her at the reunion because we saw the little stuff that was being played. Like, Kelly was supposed to be her bestie, but Kelly didn't stand up for her when Shamia and everybody was trying to drag her for just giving $250 or whatever she gave for the Grenada trip. And so, little stuff like that. And the stuff with Angela and, Angela saying she got stretch marks around her mouth. Like, why are you even bringing up stuff that happened at Kenya's thing when the producer said she got fired and we're not talking about this, but y'all still kind of like low key throwing digs on Kenya's behalf. I didn't like that. And then Kenya over there on her channel still dragging Britt too. I hope she's sore.
Oh my God, Michelle.
I do. I hope she's sore.
But wasn't okay, but wasn't Britt kind of giving off like arrogant vibes? toward the group? Isn't that why the girls kind of
I
don't like
wouldn't
her?
say arrogant. I would
Because didn't
say
Phaedra
she
kind
was
of call
new
her?
and like again trying to find her way. Hell, you could say the same thing about Kelly, except to me, Kelly was overly loud and boisterous, and she didn't. It was kind of cringe the way she would be sometimes. So
I'm
them
sorry, I
being
still
new
can't
and
believe
nobody
Phaedra
knowing.
is even back.
Yeah, well. And then
Phaedra
you know
was brought
Phaedra ain't
back.
gonna save nothing. And then the whole fake relationship between her and Portia, and us knowing that Portia ain't talked to her since season 6, so it's or whatever season 9. And so it's like, why all of a sudden now y'all freaking frack again, and people, I can forgive and all of that, and it's like, girl, y'all
I
wasn't
don't
even.
think Portia's anybody friend, to be honest.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Portia is down for herself and for a check. Ask Simon.
Phaedra
I
was
mean,
brought back to antagonize Angela.
You
yeah,
think?
but
I
she
think
Yes.
that's
ain't
why
even
Sheree's
did
coming
what she
back.
need to do on Married to Medicine. Like it's crazy.
I think that's why Shereé is coming to antagonize Angela.
Well, yeah,
And
because
Charles.
Angela's the only one on the show with a present husband.
And we
Like,
know that Charles still be in Sheree's DMs. And then even Charles was
right,
telling people they was flying to Dubai and stuff,
right.
child. So it'll be interesting to see
Yeah, and
what,
then
the energy that Shereé, between them. It might not be nothing, but who knows?
Angela said she wasn't worried about Shereé, remember?
Yeah, she said that, but that don't mean it's true.
Michelle, I wanted to get your take on something.
Okay.
Did you see Kim on Watch What Happens Live when she was talking
No.
about Next Gen with her daughter?
I saw clips of it. I didn't see it though.
I found that very interesting when Andy asked her who does she keep up with as far as the cast, and she did not mention Shereé.
Oh.
I meant to drop that in the Discord, but I was like, oh, that's interesting. She didn't mention Shereé at all.
Yeah, I was thinking she was coming back because I know she's coming back as a friend. I thought she was coming back as Sheree's friend.
I wonder if
So
they
maybe
fell
Shereé
out.
said, I don't want her to be my friend. Maybe she mad. I don't know. That's interesting.
And I forgot she actually mentioned somebody I did not expect, but yeah, she did not mention Shereé at all.
Wow. Yeah, put the link in Discord. I love to see that.
And what do you think about Kim spending her children's money to pay the bit? Like,
Did you think she wouldn't? She spent all Croyd's money. Of course she gonna spend
I
the
know,
kids' money.
Michelle,
And
but the
then they was
way,
on their last legs. They probably didn't have no lights in that mansion.
but I remember, man, you used to write some good art. When you wrote about Kendra airing them out, oh, that was hilarious.
Oh, the landlord.
Yes, because they
Yeah.
had that wedding despite with eviction notice.
Yeah.
The way she was treating Candy and all them, you would have thought she was at the top of the hill. And I
Mhm.
had no idea it was so ghetto up in her house.
That's why all this stuff that comes crumbling down when you think about it. We've been watching this show for 16 years, right? And you see the stuff that's going on with like the Kenyas and the KKK Kim and Croy, and them fighting on body cam. Like that stuff was so entertaining. Like that should have been on the show, but it wasn't. But it's just the fact of it's like karmic because she was dragging everybody, acting like she was so much better than everybody. She wouldn't go on no girls trips. She was calling Candy's house ghetto, and now here you are in the ghetto with a house full of dog feces being put out. So
And Croy got a regular job, which I ain't mad
right,
at, but
yeah, he a crane. He work in some crane operator sales or something
that's just
crazy.
crazy to me. She had to use their checks to pay utilities. They were making social media checks. That is crazy, man.
Because she was using she had already spent all Croy's money gambling. It was in the divorce papers.
And
She
I
owed credit card bills. They being sued by people. They wasn't paying their bill. It was awful.
And I
Probably
can't
still is awful.
remember. I feel like maybe on her own show they showed it, but I know on Real Housewives of Atlanta, I never could tell she had a gambling problem.
Mm. I think she said something before because I think Big Papa had gave her 100,000 and she spent it gambling. Either she said it or somebody told me. Can't remember. But yeah. All right, you guys. I guess it's time to go.
Good talking with y'all. Y'all have a good night.
Always a pleasure, Ken.
Yes.
See you over on the Discord.
I want to see you write another article soon, young lady.
I actually had. Anyway, I ain't gonna tell you. Okay.
Bye.
Good night, Ken.
Bye, Michelle.
Good night, Jezebel. When you coming back?
I'm back.
Oh, you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
For real.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome
Michelle.
back.
Okay. Thanks.
Good night.
I think. Good night.
Well, good night, squad. Since I did my little vlog for Patreon, I'm not going on Patreon today. Plus, it's 1 a.m. I'll go tomorrow. I promise. I promise. I promise. I promise. I promise to do a live on Patreon tomorrow. You can hold me to it. Okay. Meanwhile, if you're just getting here, please rewind and like this video. We had some good topics tonight. We talked about Erica Mena on blast for her monkey commentary. 2 years later, she is still doubling down on it. She said what she said, and she said that she was talking about Spice's looks and not her skin color, which didn't make it no better. We talked about Jason Lee being involved in a political scandal. They say, he mismanaged $50,000 worth of city funds, honey, in the city of Stockton. We talked about Loni Love and Tamar, and Loni said she, accepted Tamar's apology. And we also talked about the RHOA season 17 and some speculations about the cast and who I heard already signed on. Okay, so if you are just getting here, rewind, watch the replay. Yeah, my birthday coming up soon. Feel free. Okay, they got my cash out. Feel free. I'm a Leo. Okay, August 21st is my birthday. I gotta look. I'll tell y'all about my plans the closer you get. Okay, I'll tell you about some of my plans. So my Patreon know a little bit of the plans. They know a little bit of the plans. And then, I got some more plans around it. But anyway, yes, Team Leo. Team Leo. I will see you guys. Oh, your birthday twin. Shout out to Stacy. Okay, friend. You the day before. Okay, you the day before. That's your mom's birthday too. Okay, your mom is a good person. We are generous, we are loyal, and we are kind. Okay. I is. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next video. I appreciate y'all for tuning in tonight. Love you guys. Don't forget to like and share, like and share, like and share. Good night.